Hi John, in the previous video we spoke about holy wells. You're going to tell us a bit more about holy wells today. You're going to read us out something there, so if you want to go ahead.
Thank you. Yes, we spoke about holy wells and mass rocks that spread throughout Ireland, whereby Catholics were able to practice their Catholic faith even though they were persecuted by the penal laws that Britain imposed in the country at the time. Now, when I spoke about holy wells, I mentioned that saints, our Irish saints, would have used them for one reason or another. So I just came across this just recently about Saint Ultan, who was Saint Ultan of Ardbraccan, which is near Navan, and he was the first Bishop of Meath in the year 650 odd. He died in 657. So I'll just read this article out and you'll see where holy wells are mentioned in it.
Okay.
Ultan is remembered as abbot and bishop of Ardbraccan, near Navan in County Meath, Ireland. As is the case with many early Irish saints, the ancient records of the dates of his death vary. The tradition that he was the uncle of St. Bridget seems unlikely, however, since Ultan probably died some 180 years after St. Bridget. A celebrated scholar, Ultan recorded or commanded his disciples to record many of the stories we now have about Bridget as well as St. Patrick. He was renowned for his care of the most vulnerable. He founded a school. Note the fact that the school was founded, even going back to 650. So the Irish people were always interested in education, and the people that were scholars in those times made sure that they were taught. So you can see that it didn't get the name of the island of saints and scholars for nothing. During an epidemic of yellow fever, he founded a school that took in students who could not otherwise afford an education. This happened, by the way, with the establishment by Blessed Edmund Rice of the Christian Brothers, which provided education for Catholics, and the Presentation Brothers in the year 1800 and thereabouts, when we got Catholic emancipation. Now, also the Presentation nuns were founded, and the Sisters of Mercy around the same time by Blessed Anna Nagel, who was the foundress of the Presentation Sisters and various other religious nuns which educated Catholic children. So the Catholic Church has been responsible for the education of our ancestors down the centuries, which was denied under the penal times by the infamous British. During an epidemic of yellow fever, St. Ultan gave shelter to upwards of 150 children a day. It is said that he discovered a way to feed milk to the infants himself. Having converted a cow's teat into what was perhaps the first baby's bottle. Now, I've never heard this mentioned in any other journal about this matter. So it turns out to me that the teat, which is used by mothers of infants to this day, was actually maybe founded by St. Ultan in the year 650 in near Navan in County Meath in Ardbraccan. And inverted commas here, one ancient calendar of saints calls Ultan, in inverted commas, the great sinless prince in whom the little ones are flourishing, and adds the children thrive under his guidance. All children ever need is security in their homes and in their schools. This is very important for children, and of course their well-being and their spiritual welfare are also to be looked after. Ultan's intersection is still sought by those who collect water from his well in Ardbrackan. This is where I've been talking about wells. Among his modern followers was Dr. Catherine Lynn, who founded St. Ultan's Hospital in Dublin, which was in Ranelagh. I remember well where it was. It was along the canal in Ranelagh in 1919, and nearly effort at providing care specifically for children who were ill. That Dr. Kathleen Lynn that took her guidance from St. Ultan and called the hospital St. Ultan was one of the first children's hospitals to my knowledge, and she was found a cure for TB, particularly by the medical profession in France, and she advocated this without success to the surgeons and medical profession in Ireland, and they did not implement it until years afterwards, when they could have maybe had a good effect in curing TB much earlier than they did. This is never referred to, but this is a fact. So Father in heaven, through the intercession of St. Ultan of Ardbrackan near Navan, make my heart pure, that I might delight in the play of little children.
Thank you very much, John. That was very good.